What's poppin', beautiful people up in YouTube land? I put the 3G value, feel me? In this vid today, 10 children of WWE wrestlers who stayed away from wrestling. Now, I could see why they want to stay away from wrestling. Seeing their parents always constantly injured, like, bro. Wrestling, cool, wrestling fake or whatever not, but bro, I commend those people, bro. They put their body on the line, bro. And I mean, I see it. I know it's a lot of. It's not. I think it's even Steven, because it's a lot of wrestlers that they paint their kids become actual wrestlers. Like the newest one is Dominic Mysterio, Rey Mysterio's son. He about to face Seth Rollins. I want to see that because he low-key perfected the 369. So I want to see what else he got from his dad repertoire and what he picked up. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Winner of the match, King Maxwell.
Now, it's rather common for children of wrestlers to follow in their fathers' or even mother's shoes and go into the world of professional wrestling. Some say it's in the blood, and the desire to become a pro wrestler is genetic. Names such as The Rock, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Charlotte Flair all had legendary fathers that became household names in the wrestling industry. Now, the wrestling business isn't for the faint-hearted, and it's truly a profession that you have to dedicate your entire existence to. Several wrestlers have attempted to follow in their parents' footsteps, but have failed. The expectations of living up to their name are sometimes simply impossible to achieve.
David Flair. I remember when he was in WCW.
Names such as David Flair, Ted DiBiase Jr. and Jake Carter all experienced this. It's sometimes easier for the children of famous wrestlers to go down different avenues with their careers. But which next generation stayed away from wrestling entirely? Well, join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at 10 children of WWE wrestlers who decided to stay away from the wrestling business as far as possible. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists.
Mr. McMahon is so brolic, bro. Why is a 70-year-old man so brolic like that?
Number 1. Kevin Nash's son. Kevin Nash's son Tristan Nash is only 23 years old and has never possessed the interest in getting involved in professional wrestling. This despite his father being one of the most successful wrestlers of all time. Now, most fans will know Tristan from when he was involved in a domestic abuse incident which also involved his dad. Albeit having problems with family life, Tristan is trying to step into the music industry as he regularly posts cover songs on his social media account, so it looks like that's the path he wishes to choose in life.
Alright, do your thing, homie.
Number 2. Diamond Dallas Page's daughter. Brittany Page is most well known for appearing in DDP yoga workout videos.
So every time I think of DDP, bro, I think of when this nigga Cam had that diss rap for his Jay-Z, and he was like, "You copying wrestlers now?" Bro, we bodied them, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
The legendary Hall of Famer Diamond Dallas Page. At one stage, she was rumored to be starting her own wrestling company with Brooke Hogan, but nothing substantial came from it.
Basically starting a women's league, and it's gonna kind of go against Impact Wrestling, TNA.
Yeah.
And so we're really excited about it. We got a couple surprises involved.
It's clear that Brittany has a love for the wrestling industry, but this has never escalated into actual involvement in the business. She's certainly someone WWE could look towards bringing into the company, or maybe even AEW, as she's in great shape and has a great appearance, which is a perfect combination when starting out in the business. Number 3. Shawn Michaels' son. Imagine the son of Shawn Michaels getting into the wrestling industry. Unfortunately, it's never. Imagine when starting out in the business. Number 3. Shawn Michaels' son. Imagine the son of Shawn Michaels getting into the wrestling industry.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Unfortunately, it's never happened. Cameron Cade Hickenbottom doesn't appear to have the desire to be.
His last name is Hickenbottom? I know you gonna say Shawn Michaels Jr.
A pro wrestler which is a shame as surely the son of arguably the greatest wrestler of all time would be well received in the company such as WWE. However, no doubt Cameron trying to deliver to the expectations of being Shawn Michaels' son is definitely an incredibly tough task and one that would be almost impossible to deliver on. Number 4,
I mean, if he had that fire in his heart at an early age, he could do it. He could do it. I mean, who knows? I mean, you never know, bro. You never know. So some of these wrestlers better than their dads. Like Randy Orton, I think he's better than his dad. I think we at the point where he's better than his dad. The Rock, he definitely is better than his dad. Thing is, he is staying for that long.
To go into the WWE Hall of Fame for several years, but Martha refuses to cooperate with the company. OG Edward Hart is Owen's son, and he also
definitely not gonna be
has a
fucking with
reception
WWE.
towards WWE and wrestling in general, which is of course completely understandable.
course,
OG doesn't
yeah.
share similarities to his dad, but even if he did want to give wrestling a try, it's probably doubtful that Martha Hart would give him her blessing to go forward with the career move. Number 5, Rick Rude's son. One of the highlights of the 2017 Hall of Fame was the induction of legendary wrestler Ravishing Rick Rude.
We would like to thank the WWE for
He
giving
big
my
too.
father
He'd
the
be a
wonderful
great
career
wrestler.
he
I
had,
know, like he's brawling.
and finally placing him amongst some of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Rude was inducted by his family members, amongst those was his son Ryan Rude, who delivered a fantastic and emotional speech and even cut a promo in the style of his late great dad.
So what I'm going to need right now is for all of you fat,
Out of shape,
overweight,
SummerSlam sweat hogs.
to keep the noise down so all the ladies can get what they came for tonight.
The promo was incredibly well received by fans and the wrestlers in the audience. There were even calls for WWE to sign Ryan to a developmental deal after hearing how impressive he was on the mic. Sadly, Ryan Rude has zero interest in becoming a professional wrestler and is perfectly happy in his current profession. Number 6, Bret Hart's son.
Too.
The Harts are one of the most legendary wrestling families of
They
all
said no.
time.
The next generation of the Hearts is like, nah, I'm good. Even though a good number of half of them are still in the wrestling business. So it's like half and half. Like, nah, we ain't fucking with that.
And was the face of the WWE for
I mean, I
a number of
wouldn't
years
blame
in
it.
the 90s. Most
My
of Bret's
uncle
kids
died
never
from
followed
that
in their
shit.
dad's footsteps and showed no interest in stepping into a
homie's
wrestling
dad.
ring, instead opting to go down different career paths. It's possibly only Blade Hart, who is 30 years old, who still has a potential to get involved in professional wrestling. However, judging from his social media posts, he has zero interest in pro wrestling other than showing support for his legendary dad, just like his older siblings. Number 7.
Nah, if he 30 years old, bro, he's not doing it now. He ain't doing it, bro. Yeah, I realize like at 30, bro, that's when like wrestlers start hitting their peak. Like that's when like they get like in they foot in the game, like, you know, get popping whatever. He not doing it now, bro. Where it's like at the prime of a wrestler around that time, he never not gonna do that shit.
Sting's children. Sting is one of the most gifted wrestlers of all time, managing to portray a traditional good-looking babyface as well as a menacing silent character who wore face paint was definitely
I was so
no easy
far when he
task.
was to that Sting.
Fans never really got to know the man behind the face paint too well as he was very private, but what we do know is that Sting has
He
3
was just
children,
like his
2
daddy.
sons and 1 daughter. But what we do know is none of them have ever had an interest in getting involved in professional wrestling. One of Sting's sons, Garrett, attended university where he played college football as a running back. Sting's other son, Steven, was actually invited to try out for the Kansas City Chiefs following the 2015 NFL Draft. Number 8, Brock Lesnar's daughter. Brock Lesnar is one of the most private wrestlers on the planet. He is notorious for not liking being in the public eye, so everything that goes on behind closed doors in terms of him and his family stays completely private. But what we do know about Lesnar is that he married former WWE superstar Sable in 2006, and they have 2 sons who were born in 2009 and 2010 respectively. Lesnar also has 2 other children with his former fiancée. Not much is known about one of the children, but what we do know is that the other child is called Maya Lin.
Nah, that's scary how much she looked like her dad, bro. That is OD scary, bro. Why does she look like that's Brock Lesnar with hair, bro? Oh my god, that's scary.
Who hasn't yet got involved in professional wrestling. She does, however, possess a passion for athletics, more specifically, shot put. While much isn't known about Mai's admission into college, it is highly likely that she has received a scholarship for her athletic abilities. According to a social media post published by the official Twitter account of the Arizona State Sun Devils track and field and cross-country team.
Nah, chill, let me stop talking. What's up, Brock Lesnar? Come to my door like, doom, doom, doom. They're going to F5 me. Beep, and Paul Heyman going to be like, my name is Paul Heyman!
And the 6th best shot putter in the United States. What an achievement. Number 9, Hulk Hogan's son. Now, a lot is known about Hulk Hogan's personal life. This is thanks in part to him airing the majority of it on his reality show Hogan Knows Best in the mid-2000s.
Wasn't Brooke supposed to be
Now, we know Brooke Hogan sadly didn't stay away from the wrestling business, as she made her WWE debut on the July 15th, 2006 episode of Saturday Night's Main Event, appearing with her dad for a segment involving Randy Orton. Orton came out and flirted with Brooke, then challenged Hogan to a match at the SummerSlam pay-per-view.
Didn't Brooke
Later
do
in the
music
parking
too?
lot, Brooke got in their car and was unaware Orton would RKO Hogan. Brooke's next appearance would be in Impact Wrestling as GM of the Knockouts in 2012, a role that received a universal negative reception. Hogan's other child, though, Nick Hogan, has actually stayed away from the wrestling industry and has never been actively involved in wrestling other than a cameo here and there as on Raw and at Hogan's Hall of Fame induction in 2005. He instead has opted to go down the route of a reality television star and is currently pursuing a career in acting.
I mean, might as well. Nigga was already at an early age into that, so might as well do it again.
Nick Hogan is a current DJ and has also been involved in drift
that works
racing.
hand in hand.
And number 10, The Undertaker's son. Following the acclaimed WWE Network series The Undertaker: The Last
I know he got
Ride,
children with Michelle McCool, but I didn't know he had a son.
The Undertaker has a young daughter with his wife Michelle McCool. However, one of the things that the WWE fans don't...
That's the redhead Undertaker. Yo.
...is that The Undertaker
he
actually
like Chucky.
has a son. The Undertaker was previously married to a woman named Cody Lynn and had a son together called Gunnar Vincent, who was born in 1993. There is a great documentary with Gunnar on YouTube that gives insights to Gunnar's life and what it's like growing up with a dad as legendary as The Undertaker. In the interview, Gunnar was asked if he ever had an interest in pursuing a career in professional wrestling.
He like his dad
he stated,
too.
I say as a kid, definitely. You see it so much and you're just thinking like, wow, how cool would that be? In my eyes, it was like being a superhero. As you get older, you get into your teenage years and you kind of want to be independent and find your own interests. So in my young adult life, I steered away from wrestling and tuned into when it was necessary. Gunnar is currently pursuing a career in video game design and even attended Full Sail University, but he admits he's never attended an NXT taping. Gunnar stated, I went to Full Sail University and got my bachelor's as a video game artist. That's kind of a path I'm setting before myself. I'd like to, in the next 5 to 10 years, be an artist for a team in a production company for video games. Something I could put my 3D skills to good use and eventually my own indie company. But there you have it, guys. 10 WWE wrestlers' children who stayed away.
Bro. Like... I'm more just at awe, just like, yo, damn, these kids look they look like they dads. Oh, they look just like they daddies, man. Especially Brock Lesnar kid. She looked too much like Brock Lesnar, bro. But I mean, I don't blame him, bro. Especially like when it comes to any type of sports, bro. Like, that's a tough act to follow, bro. Like, you gotta at an early age want it, and then like it gotta keep drilling your head. Like somebody like Dominic, bro, he was heavily introduced to WWE even at an early age when they had that whole joint with Eddie Guerrero RIP when he was like, yo, that's my kid or whatever. They had like a match or something, whatever case may be. So like you already gotta have that like that fire in your heart to want to do it. Like, so I mean I commend them for doing big things and they whatever whatever their endeavors is. But it's your boy Gino, but out of here. Peace.